Hi! So today we're talking about why kids don't listen and what we can do about it. So a teacher I once had, she told me about how her grandchild would say to the adoring family members who try to engage him in conversation, "Don't talk to me, don't talk to me." I found that so funny. And so why was he saying that? And what can we learn from it? I'm Una Alexander, and if we haven't met before, I help you radically love your child to happiness and naturally great behavior so that you can just start enjoying family life. And if you're a committed parent who's on your knees with your child's behavior, I will show you all the steps you need to take to create your happy child, happy children, and your happy family. So here's what I see happening. On the one hand, there are a lot of parents saying, my children don't listen. On the other hand, what I see happening is that we parents, especially if we see ourselves as responsible parents, if we're very committed parents, trying to do a really good job of it, we spend a lot of time talking to our children. And this can create a problem because I'd say it's probably, too much time. And you're probably thinking, hey, isn't it great to communicate with our children? Isn't that what we're meant to be doing? And yes, totally. It's probably, the most important thing that we can do is to communicate with our children. It's just about the how. It's about the how. It's all in the how. Because what I see a lot of is the following. I see a lot of parents trying to persuade children to do things that they don't want to do. I see a lot of parents trying to convince children to see things the way they see them, talk them, reason with them and explain why things are the way, we adults see them. And I see a lot of parents asking children, how things, whether they had a good time, if they went places, whether school or, with friends or whatever. And also, what was the last one? Yeah. What another thing we parents tend to do is to make children not feel things by saying things like, you'll be fine. It'll all be right. It'll all be all right. It's all good. Don't worry. Okay. So the thing to look at with these things, which seem like I've just said a whole load of things that you probably think, this is just normal stuff. This is what parents say to children. This is all not only harmless, but necessary, right? But the thing is, where does it come from? And I think when we peel back the layers a bit, what we see is that it comes from worry. Worry that our children might miss out on something, worry that they might not learn the rules of society and become feral in some way or become an outcast, worry that they haven't had a good time, and worry that they might have a bad feeling, right? All those things. And when we communicate children from this place of stress or worry, it's hard for them. They resist, they don't like it. And that's the reason why they don't listen a lot of the time. And when a lot of this is happening, they get into a habit of kind of zoning us out. And so that's why they kind of, zone us out. They ignore us. They say no. They run off, or they literally can block their ears sometimes, So what to do about this? Here are 3 things you can take forward and practice in your daily life to improve this situation. First of all, develop a kind of reflective, a reflective practice of asking yourself, where, was this, am I coming, where your talk with your children, where your communication, that's the right word, where your communication is coming from. Is it coming from a place of worry, or is it coming from somewhere else, like a place of connection. Just notice how much is coming from a place of worry, sometimes even panic, when we look at it closely. Number 2, just say less. Experiment with sometimes just not saying the habitual things. Just don't. Just don't. Let's see what happens. And number 3, observe what your child puts into the space that opens up when you are saying less. Because children, I believe, are longing for us to trust them more. They're longing for that. And when we do trust them more, this creates space and they feel they can be more themselves. They can be more themselves and express more of themselves. And that's just so beautiful. And that's, that's a sign that you're on the right track. So, yeah, just to summarize, talking less is a gift to your child. Try it. And if you like this video, give it a heart, give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.